Alright, so let's solve this chess endgame puzzle, white to move and win. If you think this is easy to solve, yes, you are correct. However, you have to first understand the timing of the move and the opposition. So let's go and answer this one. If we will push the pawn immediately, this game will end to a draw game. Why? Of course, king will just attack the f6 pawn. And how can you support the f6? By moving king g5, king to f7, and there is no way for white to force the black king to move away from f7. So let's say attacking the h6, and then of course capture, capture. That is the draw game. Even if, for example, the king will go here, black will just push the pawn and we'll keep pushing, capture, capture. So that is a draw game. Let's go back to our original position. Now, pushing the pawn is obviously blunder. Let's go and move our king to g5. This is also a bad move. Why? Because the king will have a chance to go first on f8 or f7, especially f7 square. So how can you continue? If we will go f6, same idea like earlier. If you will go king to h6, of course, king f6. That is draw game. So what is the best move of white here? You have to understand the opposition. The 1, 3, 5 is space between two kings. So let's go with king to h6 with 3 squares away from each other. The idea, of course, is to attack the black pawn. If king to e5, and then you gonna oppose again. If push pawn, you will not capture that one, of course. What will you do is, you gonna keep pushing the pawn. If push, 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 and then you will get the queen first. If, for example, push pawn, there's a check here, and then pawn will be captured. Let's say we will go here. Will be captured. Let's go back a little bit. So after king e5, let's go king d6 again, and then you will go king f6, another opposition. If black would try, okay, let's go with h6. You will not attack the pawn by moving to king g6. No, because you will waste the time and, of course, the chance to go to g7, covering the 3 squares for your passed pawn. If h5, you will just continue the pawn. There is no way for black to stop the promoting pawn check. And of course, after the king moves, then queen will just attack the pass pawn of black. Let's go back. So after of king f6, let's not go to h6, but let's go with h5. Still, you will go to king g7. You push pawn, push, push. There's no way for blacking to stop the pass pawn because of the king on g7. And then there is also check. Of course, you cannot promote the pawn. And then, once again, attacking the pass pawn. Same idea though, because there's a check. So what if after of king to h6, king to e6? You will not go here, of course, because king f7 will be the secure position to draw the game. Instead, you're gonna go king to g7, same idea. You're gonna cover these 3 squares for your pass pawn. If h5, check, of course, the king has to move, push, and then once again, there is no way for black to draw this game. Because of course, queen will just attack the pawn, and no way for black to support the pawn. So it's a win game for white.